What's up guys, Jeff here. I thought I would talk to you guys out there who are college students or going to college. It's August, which means if you're a semester school, you're probably starting right now. And if you're a quarter school, you're going back in the next couple weeks. And so I thought I'd reflect on my time in college just a couple years ago and hopefully give you guys a few tips that I learned myself looking back on things I wish I would have done or that I learned in college. And so here they are. Number one is get involved in a good community, whether that's an awesome group on campus, a church off campus, a ministry on campus, whatever it is, get involved in a really good community, not just maybe a church organization, but just a good group of friends. And that's for a few reasons. One is, I think I've heard someone say that the 5 people you hang out with most, that's who you actually kind of become, or that's who shapes you the most in your life. And so in college, you're in such an intimate setting, always together, always with each other, that I think that's even more true. Now, I'm not saying be in a bubble in any regard, because the coolest part about college is the diversity of people you get to hang out with, but I'm saying kind of make those close friends, the people you hang out with most that are really part of your daily rhythm or weekly rhythm. Make sure those are people that's the trajectory you want to be on. That's the trajectory you want to go on, because we weren't meant to live alone, and the group we hang out with usually drives what our life looks like. And so for me, I know looking back, that was totally true, whether it was a year where I made a lot of bad decisions or a year where I made a lot of good decisions. A lot of part of that was the community I was in, the friends I chose to be with, the groups I chose to hang out with. The next one is have fun, be adventurous, and go for things. What you don't realize about college, at least that I didn't as much, is it's the one time in your life where you have basically like no responsibility outside of your own little personal bubble. There's no one else depending on you, nothing of that nature. So it's really like this time where life's almost put on pause so that you can learn and kind of grow and build that foundation for the rest of life. And I think one thing that we should do in that is not get so caught up in the books, which, man, try hard, go after schooling, get good grades, work hard, but also be adventurous, have fun, and make memories. I think make moments is another way to put it too, because you'll remember those for a long time. And so don't be afraid to make moments, make memories, have adventure, and have fun, because you want to be able to look back on your college experience and see it as that. The next one is a huge one for me personally, and that's be more about the process of learning than just about the grade or the end goal. And what I mean by that is I think a lot of times, and this is kind of actually a bad part of our Western education system, is we are not about learning, we're about give me the good grade, or I just want to cram studying so that then I can get a good grade but then forget all the stuff later and not commit it to the long-term memory or whatever it is. And man, if I can remember one thing, it'd be, man, I'm spending all this money to get a higher education. I want to remember this stuff, but I actually want to dig deeper into it. I want to research it harder. I want to go above and beyond. And so be about the process of learning. And maybe that means you get a C on a paper that you tried really hard on instead of like, crammed for another class that you got an A on or whatever. No, be proud of the one that you put the most work into, the most process into, and maybe sometimes not care about the grade as long as you're giving it your all and really being about the learning, because that's the stuff that'll stick with you the longest. This one is one I want to talk about that I think will maybe hit home with a lot of you guys, and that's don't worry so much about your major, or because I think a lot of times, what I'm trying to say with that is don't worry so much about having all the answers when people ask you the questions towards the end of college or in the middle of college of what's your major, what do you want to do, because I think college, man, is such a time for you to learn that, and it's kind of such a limbo time where you are learning that and you're realizing maybe that you like stuff you didn't like before and you don't like stuff you did like before. And so don't be afraid to be in limbo, and don't be afraid to give that answer. I think a lot of times we think we have to have an answer or else we'll look stupid or have no drive or we look lazy or whatever. Be okay in neutral, in limbo, because I think a lot of times that's where God works the most, that's where you learn the most, and that means you're trying to figure yourself out so you know what you can go out into the world and do. And I think of me, and sometimes that changes so drastically, right? Like I know one of my best friends has a finance degree. He's not really doing much in finance, even though that degree is helping him in some of his areas of what he does do. For me, I majored in politics and government. I was going to be a social studies teacher, but now look what I do. I make videos that you guys watch about college and stuff like that, which is really fun. I love what I do. I get to write, me and Alyssa get to do a podcast and all that stuff. So you don't know what you're going to do. And I love this stuff so much. Even looking back on my major, this is stuff I love more. talking to you guys, doing stuff creatively on the internet. And so you don't know what you're gonna do. Aim high and kind of keep figuring yourself out, and don't feel insecure when you don't have an answer to that question. And I got a bunch more, but I guess I'll end with this one, and hopefully we can talk more in the comments down there. And this one is, the last one I want to leave you guys with is form good habits. They say the person you become from 18 to 22 is actually the person you become most likely for the rest of your life, meaning the foundation you set in this time is deeply, deeply pivotal and life trajectory changing and shaping to your life. And so whether that's good habits, whether that's big decisions, or whatever it is, just feel that weight, and in a good way, I think. And then also with the habits, again, you're kind of on your own, no one else depends on you, so you can really shape and make some good habits right now, whether that's if you want to work out every day, if that's you want to read a book every month, whether that's you want to be a person that does a service project, or you want to be a person that doesn't get awkward in public spaces but talks to people, small talk, and asks them how their day's going. Kind of challenge yourself is what I'm saying, with small goals in college, and kind of small habits, because when you get out, it'll even be harder, but I feel like if you start forming those habits then, you'll really enjoy that. So I know for me, I have some good ones and some bad ones. Obviously, the habit of when I'm hungry going and getting top ramen and making it is probably not the best habit, right? Because that's going to kill me by like age 30 with all that sodium. But that's just college life, so you got to do it. But whatever it is, good, bad habits, whatever you form in those 4 years, usually you kind of take after with you after college. So just be leery of that, be mindful of that, and hopefully make those good ones. So that's all I got. I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comments. And if you are going to college, or if you just left college, it'd be fun to go down in the comments and encourage some people with your own tips of people who are maybe entering college as well. So that's all I got. Love you guys. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I want to give a huge shout out to Concordia University, Wisconsin. They are incredible, and I thought it would fit perfectly with this video about college and higher learning to give them a shout out. They wanted to hook you guys up also, by the way, and completely waive the application fee if you use the link down below, online.cuw.edu/Bethke. Use the promo code Bethke. Completely waive the application fee. Now, the reason they're awesome is you can do your education completely online, all the way from associates to doctorate, whatever degree you're looking for in that range that they have on their site. And the reason I love that is because I know for me, given the lifestyle I have now, if I were to go back to school, I probably would do significantly online, because you can do that while you're still doing your job, your vocation, whether you're older and have kids, or a job that's full-time, whatever it is. They're amazing, and their range of degrees is incredible. I was even reading about them. Their business program specifically, they even mentioned, is awesome. And the thing I love about them is they're really up to date, and even that, for example, they talk about how they don't really even have that many textbooks, because they would rather use articles and case studies and things that are really pertinent to the time, and it's just really high-end learning. So make sure to check them out. You also get the application fee completely waived, which is awesome, by the way, so it's kind of like a why not. So make sure to check that out below. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you check it out. That's all I got. Later. Peace.